So this Raw starts off from the recap of last week of Paul Heyman being choked out by Samoa Joe. Oh God, that was horrible. So this week's Raw starts off with the recap of Samoa Joe choking out Paul Heyman. Okay, so you know where they're going with this. You know damn well that Brock Lesnar is going to be on the show. You know how this is going to end up. But I have to say that at least they tried to build it so the pay-per-view will be sold. I still don't like the name. Great Balls of Fire. I still don't like the name of the fucking pay-per-view. But anyway, you have Lesnar and Heyman come out. No pyro. There was no explosions, no fireworks from the fucking ramp or when he got to the fucking ropes. Is that a sign of him fizzling out or whatever? Anyway, they came to unleash the beast. That's basically what Paul Heyman said. Okay. Long story short about Heyman, he sells this. He totally sells everything about Brock Lesnar. And, okay, as usual. But he calls Joe a dog, a punk, and a mutt. Because he's like, out of all the Samoans that have been in this business, they're all related and they keep in touch with each other except for one, and that's Samoa Joe. And it's like, okay, that was pretty much a jab there. But anyway, they're saying that, okay, he was also saying that if he gets the cocaine, what if he gets the coquina clutch on Brock Lesnar? But it will never happen. So, Joe actually comes out and he gets face to face with Lesnar. And I was like, yeah, you see, this is the way you build up someone. You have them come and stand up like a fucking man and actually get their ass whooped or give an ass whooping to make you be taken seriously. I applaud WWE for letting Joe go out, not cower, not do any garbage, and get in the face of Brock Lesnar. Starts with the headbutt, and they actually fucking go at it. But Kurt Angle actually calls security to the ring. And I'm like, what? Why? And of course, the security doesn't do any fucking good. They just get tossed out and tossed out and tossed around. Next thing you know, the roster, well, the lower mid-card or the mid-card or the tag team roster, they empty the fucking locker room and they come and they separate Joe and Lesnar. But the most interesting part is when they were holding Lesnar every which way but his balls, you got Samoa Joe that actually lands a kick to Lesnar's face and Lesnar goes back and stuff like that. And they drag Joe out. Lesnar just tries to give chase and everything like that. And they finally separate the two and everything. Okay, that's fine. I like that. Yeah, okay. That was fucking cool. But, and here's the real problem here. That should have went at the end of the show. In my opinion, that they got that order wrong. For me, it would have been more hype and it would have been more into it to build the suspense and to have that at the end of the show. But they had it at the very fucking beginning. I just didn't understand that. So, you have Elias Sampson. Okay. He gets in the ring and he sings a song about the crowd and about Dean Ambrose. Okay, look. For weeks now, we've been seeing Elias Sampson go against Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose, a former Intercontinental Champion, the longest ever United States Champion, a former WWE Champion. And they're letting Elias Sampson beat him up and pin him almost every week. This week was no exception. Because, once again, The Miz comes out and distracts Ambrose. So, you're telling me that Elias Sampson can't be taken seriously on his own. Yes, we have the feud of The Miz, Jizz, and Dean Ambrose going on. But still, you know. Oh, God. So, Dean Ambrose actually gives chase. Miz hides behind his wife and tries to run away. Oh, God. Come on. But that distraction alone, I mean, he actually caught up to him and started beating his ass. And Maurice got in front of him and Next thing you know, when Dean Ambrose gets back in the ring, he gets knees in the back of his shit, and next thing you know, he gets that swinging neck breaker, and Dean Ambrose loses again. Damn shame. So, you got no wig still. Come on, Goldust. You're all sparkling and shit during the interview, having your music playing. You still don't have the fucking blonde wig. When this match takes place between him and R-Truth, when is it going to take place? Is it going to take place at Great Balls of Fire? But, look, put the fucking wig on during your fucking entrance. Be the bizarre one once again. Totally. You can't be the bizarre one totally without that fucking wig. But anyway, yeah, the Golden Age is back. It's starting to be a broken record between these two, R-Truth and Goldust. Even though they give good promos in the back of the stage, but still, saying that, okay, yeah, Goldust said that he was never, Truth was jealous. Truth never understood him because he was bizarre and the Golden Age has, begun. Okay, put some gold around his fucking waiststand if the Golden Age is back. Oh, God. Ambrose. It's funny how The Miz wants Ambrose to be fired. It's just fired or suspended for the things that he did last week, disguising as a bear. No, he didn't disguise as a bear, not last week, but he was in a, disguised himself as a cameraman, and the Miz ruined his own package, and he said his wife is still mad. So he talks to Kurt Angle about that. Fine him, suspend him, or fine and suspend him. And Angle was like, I'm not going to do what you want. I'm not going to do that. But then The Miz mentions Kurt Angle's personal problems. And Kurt Angle's like, what do you know about my personal problems? He's like, the only reason why Dean Ambrose snuck up in here is because of you. And I'm like, look, the only reason why Dean Ambrose is doing anything because you run and you're a fucking pussy. Anyway, it's just that, oh, God. Kurt Angle's like, I'm not going to do anything. You want something done, do it yourself. And The Miz doing anything himself as far as being a man and stepping up and attacking and being taken seriously. Don't think so. But anyway, you have Noam Dar and Cedric Alexander in the back. Cedric was like, look, I moved on. We're done. I'm done with Alicia Fox. I'm done with all that. Alicia was actually on fucking face chat with Noam Dar with a neck brace on, recovering. Come on. So their match actually takes place while Alicia was put on hold. It was a squash match. Cedric Alexander hit his fucking signature move, the signature backbreaker or whatever, and pins Noam Dar. And it's like, oh well, it's just, yeah, fun. So, Roman Reigns has a SummerSlam announcement to make next week. Look, we don't care. Unless they're going to shoot him back to the fucking Universal Championship. He better not be the one to say, I'm challenging the winner of the Universal Championship next week. No. At SummerSlam. No, fuck that. No. Anyway, Bray. Again, he's going on and on how he can save us. And he's here. He comes out and he's like, alright. He thinks that Seth knows all the answers. It talks about Seth Rollins knowing all the answers. But he said that he broke Seth's glass house. He was the architect that built the glass house, and he broke Seth down. So Rollins comes out and he's like, look, just because I called you names, just because I called you a false prophet, you call me, you do that. You cost me a chance for the Universal Championship. Seth was like, look, he calls him a false prophet and he calls him a coward. He's like, because look, I'm standing right here. You go ahead and do something. And Bray laughs at him. He's like, all right, look, you're beneath me. You found the will to slay a king, but a god lives forever. Yeah, and he does all that disappearing stuff. So They're trying to make this feud kind of interesting, but then again, I thought it was supposed to be Finn Balor against Bray Wyatt at this point. What happened? I mean, what? Ever since the injury of Braun Strowman, did they throw a monkey wrench and everything? I don't know. But anyway, no Finn Balor and no Roman Reigns leading up to Great Balls of Fire at this point. Maybe when Roman Reigns comes next week and says that I'm in the challenge with the SummerSlam, maybe that's when Finn Balor is like, no, I would challenge SummerSlam, and maybe they'll have a match at Great Balls of Fire to see who challenges Joe or Lesnar next. So, come on, man. Just don't fucking put Roman Reigns back in the fucking title scene. Don't fucking do that. Don't fucking do that. So, the Hardy Boys has an interview, and they say that Sheamus and Cesaro are the most physical team. You know, they find a way to climb up, and what do? They jump off. they you know, will break the bar and reclaim what's theirs, the Raw Tag Team Championship. Short and sweet interview. Apollo Crews versus Kalisto. They still have this fucking shit going on. Number one, come on, if is anyone out there sold to the Titus brand, I want to know who you are. But Apollo Crews actually wins his fucking match against Kalisto. After the match, though, Akira Tozawa was at ringside, and you know, he gets brought in by Titus O'Neil, and they take selfies together and stuff like that. Because apparently there's a Twitter thing going on, and I'll explain that later when I talk about Neville. The Miz goes up to Heath Slater and makes him an offer that he can't refuse. Talking about making him the star, and making him, you know, or having him have a role in the Marine 5 or whatever. And, you know, Rhino's like, no, he has a partner. I wasn't talking to you, I'm talking to Heath. You know, Heath Slater's like, ever since I was a kid, growing up, I wanted to be Intercontinental Champion. I don't think it's going to happen, but yeah. Miz was like, join me, and I'll make sure you'll get your title shot someday. No. Rhino was like, no, he already has a partner, but it seems that, yeah, more than you, it's one more than you do. Find a partner tonight, and I'm going to find Kurt Angle, and I'm going to, you know, arrange a tag team match. Speaking of Miz, Alexa Miz Bliss. That's what I call her now because she acts just like that fucker. And look at the shenanigans. She goes to the ring and she says that it was unfair that she didn't get her celebration, and it was unfair that she had to defend against Nia Jax last week. Nia Jax was forced to defend against Nia Jax as a champion. See what I mean? That's not heelish tactics, okay? That's just garbage. You're a champion. You're not forcing anything. You have to defend your fucking title. But Nia hits the ring, and she's like, wait, what do you mean you were forced? You promised me. Alexa quickly backs down, and she's like, no, I wanted a classic match, but Mickey and Dana, they're out here. They ruined that. So your problem is with them. Basically, that was basically that. So, what do you know? Mickey and Dana come out, and they're like, all right, look, you may be a 3-time champion. This is Mickey James. She's like, but I'm a 6-time champion, and you don't hold a candle to me. Oh, yeah. What did you say? You said it was unfair. That, last week we said you said we had a Nia Jax problem. Okay, look. All they had to do was fucking play that fucking footage on the Titantron. Why the fuck didn't that happen? Why the fuck is it a he said, she said type of thing? Why the fuck wasn't proof put on the fucking Titantron? That's ridiculous. I mean, come on, man. It's just... Anyway, Emma comes out. Emma. And she said that she wants the spotlight on her where it belongs. The boss comes out, and she's like, okay, look. Being a champion means that you have to prove that you are the best. Day in and day out. See? That basically could shut anybody up about saying that Alexa is a good champion or The Miz is a good champion. Period. I mean, Kevin Owens will at least get up in there. Neville will at least get up in there. when push comes to shove. I mean, and actually, most of the time, do things convincingly. But anyway, you have things break down, and Alexa gets knocked on her ass by the boss. Okay, so, well, what do you know? A 6-person tag, a 6-woman tag, where the faces win. Mickey, Dana, and Sasha. Oh, well, what do you know? Alexa basically leaves. Emma taps out to the bank statement. But again, you see? So every woman was staring at fucking Alexa Bliss after that. I mean, Charlotte had problems, but damn, at least she took down people one-on-one. At least she got up in there. But anyway, Alexa is just not great. I'm sorry. She's just not good. She's not great. She's not anything to me until just no, okay? Now, there was an interview with Corey Graves interviewing Bayley. And Bayley's like, look, she's not going to change. She wants to be the best. Okay, where does she go from here? Yeah, that's basically where she's going to go. She's going to go back to that and actually ask for a freaking hug for Corey Graves after that. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Bayley, wait, so is she basically going to be like Ricky Steamboat or even Rey Mysterio? She's never ever going to go heel? I don't know. I mean, that personality is just set. It's just, damn. Because that's going to get tiresome. It's already tiresome to a lot of people now. So, Bayley, please do something. You can still hug the fans or be a hugger, but show some fire. Please. If you want to be the best, you're going to have to run through these women. Please. And actually just, oh God, let your emotions go as far as saying, I want to be the best and be the champion. You can still be a face and still be a hugger and do that. Welcome to WWE Raw Report Bear News, where everything barely even makes sense. Where the Bear actually makes a couple of appearances last week and this week. And this time, the Bear is actually 2 people. Oh my God, I can barely handle this. I can barely take this. This Bear is just everywhere. Get a picnic basket? Yeah. So, you have the Bear that's going to be tagging with The Miz, and it comes out with a fucking playful music, riding on a tricycle, and then, alright, the tag match. Funny. Even though the Bear was, doing a good job and actually tags Miz was like, no, and actually beats up the Bear and unmasks him thinking that it's Ambrose, and it's not Dean Ambrose. Fun, right? So, even you have later on in the match when the Miz was in the ring and Maurice was like, oh, the Bear actually gets in the ring acting like he's hurt. Next thing you know, Slater helps him up and gets a dirty deeds. And that's when Maurice is like, oh my God, no! So, Bear takes off his fucking mask, and it is Dean Ambrose. Basically threatens the Miz. The Miz runs into the ropes and then knocks Maurice down. And then she's like, oh my ass, and storms away, mad at the Miz for the 2nd week in a row. Miz turns around, gets a dirty deeds of his own, and Dean Ambrose, Dean Bear, puts Heath Slater on top of the Miz. 1, 2, 3. So there you go. Heath Slater pins the Miz, current Intercontinental Champion, former WWE Champion. Yeah, Heath Slater. And Rhino win the match, courtesy of Dina Bear. Dean Bear Ambrose. Yeah. Yeah, that was barely any good. I know, but shit. Now back to the normal WWE Raw Review report. Anyway, Neville was going to face Rich Swann, but he attacks him before the bell. And, okay, he's like, and his hair was all fucked up when that happened. And he's like, first Austin Aries, then TJP, and now you. That kind of sounded like Galvatron. First Prime, then Ultra Magnus, and now you. When he was choking out Hot Rod. I don't like that movie, by the way. But anyway, you have Neville that basically gives Akira Tozawa a warning. He's like, it takes more than a tweet to be Cruiserweight Champion. And that was the thing about Akira Tozawa being with Titus O'Neil earlier in the night. Apparently, there was some Twitter action going on saying that Akira Tozawa can be Cruiserweight Champion. So the Titus brand is going to extend out to the Cruiserweight division and actually cost Neville the belt. Is that actually going to fucking happen? But, okay. Fine. Sheamus and Cesaro have an interview backstage, and they said that they read the Hardys book. And because they were like, how do we prepare? You just got to know your opponent. And, of course, they said, we don't set the bar. We are the bar. Yeah. They want to inspire tag teams. They want to inspire teams. And, you know, okay. That's fine. Oh, Big Cass gets jumped again. He gets laid out again. And when he gets laid out, you see the Revival walk past the background. And it's like, come on, please. And, of course, it's like, yeah, please, go, Enzo, go, 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 let's go, let's go. So, Anderson and Gallows were their opponents, and they just basically make fun of that. He's like, damn, you know, you don't have to trip over yourselves over it. You know, you don't have to beat yourself up over it. That's what he said. You didn't have to beat yourself over it, you know, about facing us. You know, nerds! Why isn't Braun Strowman saying nerds? He looks more like Ogre than Gallows does. But anyway, Big Cass actually comes out and actually fucking tries to, you know, do the match. But of course, Enzo and Cass get beat by Anderson and Gallows. It's basically that they just have to hand a victory like that to Anderson and Gallows. Well, after the Magic Killer and they beat Enzo and Cass, they want to do another Magic Killer. Well, it's the Big Show. Big Show comes out. Anderson and Gallows take a hike. Big Show helps up Enzo while Cass looks on. Okay. So they're going to try to stir this up because when Cass said he got knocked out, he said it took one hit and it was the hardest he was ever hit. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if the Big Show does his flip-floppy heel turn again because that's what he does in WWE. He face, heel, face, heel, face, heel, face, heel. So, and monster jobber, monster jobber, monster jobber. So we don't fucking believe in that fucker no more, no matter what he does. I miss the Giant. So backstage, you got Enzo that goes up to the Big Show, and he's like, yeah, you know, Cass said he was hit once, and he was hit harder than he was ever hit, and, you know, he's a Big Show's like, look, so you're accusing me of doing it. You know, I got one word to describe your partner, Cass. S-A-W-F-T. And walks off. Like, damn. Okay. Fine. So, R-Truth. R-Truth does his thing. He's like, he won't let it go, stabbed him in the back, and Goldust is going to get got. Again, this is basically a wash, rinse, repeat on what's been happening week in and week out. So just put them each other in the ring. Don't let it be a short fucking match or whatever. Let it be 15, 20 minutes. Let it be a good match. Please, let these two go at it. If it's really going to be personal, and let's do it at a pay-per-view. Fine. I mean, just do that shit properly, okay? So, you get Joe that says it's all about reactions, not words. Okay, strategy, he says strategy won't change. That he said that he will put Lesnar to sleep and become Universal Champion. Strong words there. So the main event of the night is Sheamus and Cesaro versus the Hardys in a 2 out of 3 falls match for the Tag Team Championships of Raw. And look, I like the fact that, okay, that this match took place, but it shouldn't have been the main event of the show. Again, the Joe Lesnar thing should have been the main event. I'm sticking by that. But now, you get the first fall that go to Sheamus and Cesaro, and you get the second fall that go to the Hardys, and then the third fall is a fucking count out. You have one fall each, and then a fucking count out, so it ends in a draw. It's like, come on. Duh! So, Great Balls of Fire, there will be a fucking rematch. That pisses me off. Again. And that ends the show? Anyway. What did you think about the show? Raw, man, Fuck! Come on! At least there was no Roman Reigns on the show, but they still mentioned him. There was no Finn Balor. Come on, guys. Please do something else. Make this shit better. Make this shit worthy. Like the Raw of old. Please. Anyway. Tell me what you think about my opinions about the show. Am I full of shit? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Is there something that I missed? What do you think about what's going on and where you think that things will lead up to? Leave a comment below. I'm always open to a debate about wrestling. And hit that like button. Hit subscribe. Please. Raw, man. Fuck. Week after week, it's just been garbage, 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 garbage. I mean, everything about the show isn't bad, but they could be way better. Way better. Please. Drop kicks, body slams, throw motherfuckers on the top rope, both feet hitting the floor. Yes, I'm a wrestling fan. This is the theme, and I'll see you later. Credits.